Good afternoon, my dear students. How are you all? Hope everyone is fine, right? I am also fine here. Now, today we are in the class of grade 2 science, and you know what? We are going to learn something new. You have already learned about living things and non-living things, and you know the examples as well, right? And today in this class we are going to learn characteristics of living things. But before moving into the chapter, let's go to some of the new words of the chapter. Are you ready, everyone? If not, please get ready with necessary stationary equipments in front of you, okay? So that it will be easier for you to note down the things. And let's move on to the new words before entering into the chapter. Okay, can you see here? I have pasted some of the words here. The first one is legs. Do you know what are legs? We walk, we run, right? We walk to school, we run while playing, or we run here and there. All those activities we do with the help of our legs. Similarly, the next word is wings. What are wings? Birds, they fly, right? Do they fly with their legs? No, they fly with the help of their wings. The part of the body of birds that help them to fly is wings. Okay? Similarly, the third word, fins. What are fins? If you move with the help of your legs and birds fly with the help of their wings, then fishes also swim. You know that. Fishes, they swim, yes? So, what do they swim with then? Fins, it helps the fish to swim. So, fins is also that part that helps fishes to swim in water. Moving on to the next word, that is survive. Survive means to live. We are living, that is we are surviving. Survive means to live. Okay? Similarly, energy. What is energy? We do some work. We walk here and there. We move here and there. We do some works. To do that work, we need energy. Okay? Energy, it is also the support. It is the work that we do. Similarly, seeds. Have you eaten mango these days? After completing eating that mango, what you do? You have one thing that you throw away. Yes? Yes or no? Yes, we do. That thrown part of the mango, that is the seed of the mango. Similarly, we have also eaten an apple, yeah? Apple, when it is cut into half, do we see some black materials inside? Yes, we do. Those are also the seeds of an apple. In the similar way, reproduce. Quite long spelling, yes? Do you feel difficult to remember? If yes, you can note it down, okay? R-E-P-R-O-D-U-C-E, reproduce. What do you mean by reproduce? Only the spelling seems longer, but the meaning is very easy, okay? Reproduce means to give birth, to produce babies. That is reproduce. Is it okay? Can you remember the meaning of these words up to reproduce? Once again, let me tell you, reproduce, it means to give birth, to produce babies, that is called reproduce. Similarly, breathe. Do we breathe? Yes, we do. So, to take inside air and throwing out air, that is breathe. We take in oxygen and we throw out carbon dioxide. Okay, that is to breathe. Then what are lungs then? Lungs. Is this word new to you? Okay, lungs. It is also the part of animal's body, okay, through which they breathe. But you may feel, teacher, we breathe through our nose. Yes, lungs, it is inside our body. It is inside the body of animals, and most of the animals, they breathe with the help of lungs. Then next word is gills. Do you know what are gills? Just before we discussed fins, F-I-N-S, fins. We discussed what was that is, fishes, they swim with the help of fins. In the similar way, fishes, they also breathe with the help of gills. Fishes, they breathe with the help of gills. So, gills is also the breathing organ in fish and some other aquatic animals also. Okay, like tadpoles also, the baby of frogs also, they breathe with the help of gills. Is it okay? Okay, now trachea. T-R-A-C-H-E-A, trachea. What do you mean by trachea? We'll be learning it after some time in the topic, but right now I am just going to make you clear about the meanings, okay? So, trachea means it is also the breathing organ of insects. Insects, they have small holes on their bodies and they breathe with the help of those small holes. Those small holes are called trachea. Understood? Okay, now next one is tongue. What is tongue? Did I move something here? Yes, that is our tongue. It helps us to taste. Yes? Then stomata, S-T-O-M-A-T-A, stomata. Don't feel it difficult, okay? Stomata. S-T-O-M-A-T-A is stomata. What are stomata is? We have been learning the different breathing organs, right? In the similar way, plants also breathe through small pores present on their lips. Those small pores present on the surface of the leaves are called stomata. I told insects, they do also have small holes on their bodies. Those small holes are called trachea, and plants, they breathe with the small pores present on their bodies. Those small pores are called stomata. Understood? Hope all these words and their meanings is clear to you. If the words and the meaning is clear to you, then whenever I explain the topic, you can easily understand, okay? If not, I am here. I will obviously help you. Okay, let us revise these words once again. Legs, wings, fins, survive, energy, seeds, reproduce, breathe, lungs, gills, trachea, sense, tongue and stomata. These are the new words for you in this chapter. Now, I do also have something more. Let's see here what is here. Okay, can you see this chart over here? I have just pasted a new chart. Yes. Topic is written characteristics of living things. Here, what is characteristics? Characteristics means to identify something, the features of something through which something can be identified. Okay. Then the next word is there, living things. Did you learn this word in grade 1? Yes? The things that have life in them are called living things. Okay? And the example includes plants, animals, birds, etc. Okay? Let me repeat it once again. Living things. The things that have life in them are called living things. Okay? And now we are going to learn the characteristics of living things. How to identify whether the certain object is living thing or not. We are going to learn those characteristics right now. Okay? Okay. Moving on to the first point, first characteristics of living things. What I have written here? Living things move. Can you see it? Living things move. Okay. In the first picture, if you can't see it clearly, let me tell you what is there in the first picture is a dog is inside the water. What helps a dog? D-U-C-K, dog. Okay, what helps a dog to remain inside the water? A dog has webbed feet. Webbed feet. That helps them to remain inside water. In the similar way, in second picture, can you see fish inside the water? Yes. The second picture shows a fish is inside the water. Okay, and here only I have told you fishes move or swim with the help of their fins. Yes, can you see these things here in the picture? These are fins of fish. Okay, so these are the fins that help fish to swim in water. Are you getting me? In the similar way, here dog and fish are pasted, but what about other animals? How do they move then? Do you walk to school or not? Yes, we do. Do you play with your friends or not? Obviously, we enjoy playing, right? Then, while walking to school, while playing with your friends, you saw movement, isn't it? We, human beings and most of the animals, we move with the help of our legs. And fishes, they move with the help of their fins. Birds, they fly in the air with the help of their wings. That is also the movement shown by birds. What about insects then? Have you seen butterfly flying? Yes. Butterfly, they fly with the help of their wings. But we do also have seen insects like ants, spider, grasshopper walking also, right? They also have small legs that help them to walk. Then plants, do they move? Plants, do they move or not? Because plants are also living things, no? Yes, plants also, some of the plants, they also move. How do they move? Okay, let me tell you, touch-me-not plant. If we touch the leaves of touch-me-not plant, they shrink, yes? That is also the movement of plant, but the same thing we will discuss in living things have sense also. We will discuss there also, okay? So, every living things move. In the similar way, let's move to number 2. Living things grow. Have you seen a picture of your childhood? Have you seen a picture of your childhood? Okay, if you have not, I know most of you have seen, but if you have not, ask your parents to show one of your picture of childhood, okay? Were you as bigger as you are right now? No, obviously not. You were a small child, yes? Not only you, all of us, even me, all of us and all the living living things also, they were very small in their childhood, and slowly they go on growing. Here in this picture also you can see a very small baby is here, and then he grew up to be a bit bigger. Then finally he has grown up to be a young man. Yes? In the similar way, plants also they grow. How do they grow? In this picture you can see a seed. When it is sowed on the ground and when it is taken care properly, then slowly it grows to be a bit bigger and finally it grows out to be a mature plant. Is it okay? Are you getting me or not? So what about the animals? Have you seen small puppies of a dog? Every one of us have seen, right? So puppies also they grow into a dog after some days, isn't it? Yes. So what we can say is living things grow. All living things they grow from smaller to bigger size. Are you getting me? Okay, we discussed 2 points right now. Living things move and living things grow. Now let's move on to number 3. Living things need food. All of you might be sitting in front of the TV set to take the class, right? Before sitting to take the class, did you take your snacks or not? Yes. If you don't take it, you start feeling hungry. Isn't it? Yes, we do feel hungry. Why do we feel hungry? Because if it's already been a long time that we have eaten something, then we start feeling hungry and we shout to our mother, mother, I am feeling hungry. Do we do so or not? Yes, we do. So living things need food. We need food to survive. See the word here? We need food to survive, to live, to do work, to grow. We need food. In the similar way, every living things they need food. In the first picture, you can see here a man is eating something, and in the second picture, if you can't see this picture clearly, see there a tiger is eating a dog here. Okay? So every living things they need food. They need food to live. They need food to survive, that is live, and we get energy from food so that we can work. Okay? Next one, living things breathe. As I told you, to take inside air, and also we throw out air only. Yes, we take in oxygen and we throw out carbon dioxide, like I showed you. Is it breathing? Yes, it is. So living things breathe. If we try to hold our breath for some time, what happens? We feel difficult. We feel difficulty. We feel suffocation. If we try to hold our breath, we feel difficulty. Yes? So we need air to breathe, and every living things they need air to breathe. We have already discussed some of the terms here like lungs, gills, trachea, stomata, isn't it? Lungs, human beings and most of the other animals, they breathe with the help of lungs. Okay? Gills, fishes, they breathe with the help of gills. Insects, they have small holes on their bodies. They breathe with the help of those small holes in their bodies. Those small holes are called trachea. And next, stomata. Plants, they breathe with the help of small pores present on the surface of the leaves. Those small pores present on the surface of the leaves are called stomata. And plants, they breathe with the help of stomata. Understood? Hope you are getting me. Here in the picture, this is the lungs of human beings, and here whatever is shown, it is the gills in fish, okay, and these small pores are the trachea. These are the air holes in the body of insects. Next one, living things reproduce. Do you remember what I told the meaning of reproduce? Will you recall it for me? Try to remember. Reproduce. Okay, I know you can remember it, right? Okay, reproduce means to give birth, as I told. So, living things reproduce. They do reproduce, they give birth to their young ones. Your mother also gave birth to you. My mother also gave birth to me. Yes? Okay, in the similar way, all the living things, they give birth to their young ones. Here, in the picture, we can see a snake is there along with its egg. But your elephant, it doesn't have any eggs here, but he has a small baby. Why is it so? Because some of the animals, they give birth by laying eggs, and some of the animals, they give birth directly. We human beings, we give birth directly, okay. So, your snake is with its egg, that means snake lay eggs to give birth, but elephant, it has a baby here, it directly give birth to its baby. Then what about the plants? How do plants reproduce? Plants also, they reproduce with the help of seeds, okay, and some of the plants are also there, they reproduce with the help of leaves, stem and root. But you are a small babies of grade 2, you can just remember that plants reproduce with the help of seeds only, okay. And here we told living things need food also, right? Then how do plants take food? Do you have any idea? Plants, green plants, they prepare their own food, okay. Green plants, they prepare their own food. For us, our mother prepares food, right? But for green plants, they prepare their own food. Is it okay? And now next, living things have sense. What do you mean by sense? To feel, okay? We can feel something, isn't it? If somebody beats us, or while playing, if we fall down on the ground, do we feel hurt or not? We feel hurt, and if we are hurt badly, then we even start crying, yes? And sometimes that is being hurt is felt by our skin. Sometimes whenever mother cooks some delicious item in the kitchen, we can feel the taste of those delicious items, isn't it? Yes, that is felt by our nose. And I am teaching you. Can you see me on the TV set right now? Yes. How can you see? With the help of your eyes. I am also speaking something. Can you hear me? Through what can you hear me? With the help of your ears, you can listen me, right? And when you eat a chocolate, do you feel the taste of the chocolate to be sweet? Yes, chocolates are very sweet. Through what you feel? With the help of your tongue. Okay, now eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. These are our 5 sense organs that helps us to feel, that helps us to catch the sensation, okay. Those are our 5 sense organs. But every living things, they don't have all those 5 sense organs. Now plants, do they have sense? Yes, I had told you earlier also. Touch me not plant, when they are tossed, they shrink. That is also the sense. And sunflower, it bends towards the sun. Can you see it? Yes, sunflower, it bends towards the sun. That is also the sense shown by sunflower, shown by plants. Okay. Now the last one, living things die. We living things, we don't live forever. After certain period of our time, we die. That is also the last characteristics of living things. Okay, let's go to short revision of the chapter. Okay. We went through characteristics of living things and we told that living things are the things that have life in them. And characteristics we have learnt total altogether 7 characteristics of living things. First one, living things move. Second, living things grow. Third, living things need food. Fourth, living things breathe. Fifth, living things reproduce. Sixth, living things have sense. Seventh, living things die. I hope you got the chapter very well, and if you have confusion, we will obviously revise in the next class also. We will have a short revision of the next class. For today, let's end the class. Have a nice day. Thank you everyone.